proof. The app had gone viral on TikTok. Okay, and that was literally within like 3 or 4 sentences. And so through this like masterful piece of copywriting, there's so much sales language in this. Someone has no other choice but to basically like go check this out and buy the product. Now there's a really good example of this by a guy named David Sinra. He has a podcast called The Founders Podcast, and what he does is he reads autobiographies of famous founders. And what he does, he's sponsored by a company called Ramp, and Ramp is basically a banking company that is meant to help you keep your costs low. So David Sinra takes an educational route where he says Sam Walton, the CEO, the founder of Walmart, was able to beat all these other competitions like Kmart because he kept his costs low. Okay, well, guess who else did it? This founder, and Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs. Oh, by the way, if you want to keep your costs low, I know this company called Ramp, and I'm actually friends with them. I had dinner with them, he says. I had dinner with them last week. They're awesome guys. I love them. And you know what they told me at the dinner? They told me at the dinner that they actually only hire 1% of their applicants. They say no to 99 out of 100 because they only want the best. And it's a pretty small team. It's really cool. And it just feels so natural. He's not like, hey guys, for 15% off, use the word code founders to go do this. He's promoting this product inside of stories with education, with basic principles, social proof. Literally, you're connecting yourself to founders. You're connecting yourself to some of the best CEOs of all time. The benefits of keeping your costs low, he talks about you'll be able to survive longer. You can make mistakes, but as long as your costs are low, you can last longer. And so guys, this is how you make a viral piece of bottom of funnel content. Again, bottom of funnel means it is meant to push your product. Okay, this should only be about once or twice a week. You should not be slamming bottom of funnel content all the time. You should be going top of funnel, middle of funnel. I have a video that says how to make a content strategy. That's where I talk about top, middle, and bottom. Just a quick summary. Top, you're meant to go viral. Middle, you're supposed to educate. And bottom, you're supposed to sell. And this is how you go bottom while still stretching your TAM to get large amount of views so you can drive more revenue. So think about this moving forward whenever you're about to sell a drink or whatever your product is or whatever your service is or whatever info product it is. Bake it into education with great or entertainment with great copywriting principles and make it organic. Let me know if you have any questions.
I started posting every single day on TikTok back in March, and since then I've gained almost 100,000 followers, and I'm on track to make 6 figures by the end of the year just from social media alone, not including my 9-to-5. But I wanted to share 5 reasons why posting on social media has changed my life and why you should consider doing it too. Starting off with number 1 is just the impact on others. It blows my mind that by me putting out a video about my thoughts and my advice, that it can help potentially tens of thousands, if not millions of people. I think over the last 6 months since I started posting, I have generated almost 40 million views, which is fucking crazy. And I think everyone out there has a younger version of themselves that would love to hear advice from the current you. So stop being selfish and put out your thoughts and views, because the amount of DMs and emails that I get on a daily basis just thanking me is just so inspiring. It's so crazy and it's so humbling. And that's literally what drives me every single day. Like, those messages keep me going. Then number 2 is the relationships. I think it's incredible just the amount of amazing friendships and relationships that have come out of the last 6 months of me posting online. And it's not just the quantity of friendships, it is the quality of friendships, because the more you start posting, the more you meet people within your niche. So you are surrounded by people that are like-minded, driven, ambitious, motivated, and that becomes your new circle, and you guys can help each other out, and you guys can grow together. I think that is so cool. Then with that comes the opportunities. In the last 6 months, I've been interviewed by Business Insider, by CNBC. I have another interview coming out with a really big publisher. Then I have a book coming out. Then I get invited to influencer dinners or creator dinners all the time. And don't even get me started on the free shit, the PR, the amount of stuff that just arrives at my door just because, little me would have been in awe, jaw on the floor. I can't even believe that this is starting to become my new normal, starting to become my life. And again, I'm nobody. I'm the smallest fucking creator out there, but a little bit of consistency goes such a long way. And then lastly, I think if anything, this helps you with your public speaking. If you struggle to be in a room with other people or speak at a meeting or go up to people in public, this is the way to combat that. Practicing talking to a camera, talking to an audience. If you do this for no other reason, do it for that. Because in this world, especially as we get more digital and with AI, your ability to connect with other humans will only matter more and more. If you're thinking about posting, start. These are a list of controversial opinions that I don't think should be controversial. Starting off with number 1, the man should always pay for the first date. Because what do you mean you're gonna ask her out? She's gonna spend all this time getting ready for you and you wanna split the bill? Get out of here. Number 2, cheating is unforgivable. And I understand people make mistakes. I'm a very forgiving person, but cheating is not a mistake. That is an active decision to betray your trust and loyalty, and there's no bouncing back from that. And with that, I don't think you have to be physically intimate with someone else for it to be considered cheating. I'm very strict around here, so there's a million other things that I would consider cheating that I can make another video on. Next up, I don't think you have to be passionate about your job. As long as you don't hate your job and it pays your bills, it's the job. You're not supposed to love it, and the second you find a way to monetize your passion and you rely on that as a source of income, it no longer becomes your passion. It is work. I genuinely think it's so important to find ways to be happy and explore your passions outside of work. Next up, I don't think love at first sight is a real thing, and you can call me crazy for that, but I think lust at first sight is a real thing. I think you can find somebody incredibly beautiful or attractive, but there's so many things you don't know about them yet, so how can you possibly love them? This next one is huge, but I think a significant trait most people lack is accountability. Everyone's so quick to point fingers and put blame on other people instead of their thumb back at themselves and take accountability for their own actions. Have you ever thought that the problem might just be you? I will stand by this till the day I die, but telling your friends everything about your relationship, all the fights, all the problems, and everything in between is not cool. It's weird. Matter of fact, it's downright disrespectful. I'm a single dude, but the day I have a girlfriend, like me and her are a team, and all that stuff stays between her and I. Next up, I truly believe relationships should not feel difficult. I think it should come easy. Not to say that you won't have like difficult times or obstacles to overcome, but if you guys are both putting in effort and place a high enough significance of having each other in your life, it should come easy. I've said this one before, but I'll say it again. You are only a couple months away from changing your entire life, but most people stop right before they start to see the change. Don't be that person. This one is very controversial, but I firmly believe that pineapples belong on pizza. I'm not the biggest pineapple guy. Like, I'm a typical cheese and pepperoni type of dude, but if a pineapple's on my pizza, I'm gonna eat it. And a nice Hawaiian from time to time slaps. And I'll leave you with this one, but the worst thing that you could ever be afraid of is to be seen trying by other people. You have to be okay with being weird, corny, cringy, and failing, because right on the other side of that is success. I spend a lot of money and time with the dermatologist, so you don't have to. These are the 5 things that I use every single day, and I'm gonna show you 3 bonus items that I recommend you get anyway. Starting off with these 2 things from La Roche-Posay. This is my daily cleanser. I use this in the morning and at night just to clean my face, and it's not super harsh on my face. Then this is my daily moisturizer. You can use it on your body, but I mainly just use this on my face. Then the biggest key, if you want to stay looking young and healthy, you need to use sunscreen on your face. I didn't do this for years and I regret it. You need something a little bit stronger, at least 30, 40, 50 FPS. This one's 70 and this one doesn't get super oily for me, but find one that works for you and your skin type. Then this is the biggest game changer that I got from my dermatologist. This is tretinoin. This basically helps, eliminate your existing skin cells and regenerates new one. This one helps with fine lines and keeping you looking young. I really do recommend this a lot. And if you can get started on this, maybe in your early 20s to mid 20s, I definitely recommend. And this is the thing that I got prescribed most recently. This is a hydrocortisone cream. This is like a mild steroid, I guess you could say, for your face that's like topical. This basically